Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly love reading. Let's see what's going on for you this week in terms of love. 3 of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. Another balance card. So someone who's a balanced individual, definitely. Balance between spirituality and 3D, because in the star there's the 2 jugs of water being poured onto the earth, onto the water. So this is someone that's balanced in their emotions, balanced being practical as well. Spiritual card is saying they're balanced by being spiritual as well. Okay, so, and the Chariot. Okay, this is someone who is very generous. It's like they're in their own balance within themselves, so they have powerful well-being within themselves as an individual. So it's like that. Because they've already achieved that well-being, they can be like this character in the star. They can be open, vulnerable. They can pour their overflowing energies, heart, love to the world around them, to the people around them. A lot of giving energy, a lot of generosity. This person's very generous. 7 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. Okay, what I feel is this person has to have healthy boundaries because they shine so much light, or they're such a giving person that they attract a lot of people to them. So they have to have some sort of guard up, so they don't get consumed by all these people's energies. All these people, they may have a lot of people that have expectations of them, and so this is a card about them being on higher ground, and they're on higher ground compared to these ones here. So this is someone that's very wise, and yeah, that I feel like they help a lot of people, but sometimes they do attract people that try to have an unfair exchange of energy, people that are trying to take from them, and it can be maybe very draining for this person if they allow that. So I feel like they're very balanced in terms of they have learnt to have those healthy boundaries, or it could be in some cases that they wear some sort of mask, or they create some sort of barrier. But they have to, is what I'm hearing. 4 of Wands. So this is someone that has walked through a gateway. There's a gateway here to the divine. They value like relationships, is what I'm feeling. This could be your twin flame. This is like 11. They're allowing you to penetrate their walls. Here's that castle. Here's the walls that they have to have. Again, they're on high ground. They have to protect themselves from people that would use, abuse, and take advantage of their energies. But they're allowing you to come through that gateway towards them. They're allowing you in, because they feel there's a divine connection here, a divine marriage, your twin flames or soul family. I often see this as a twin flame card as well, because it normally shows the 2 monks and higher energy. Wow. This is someone who yearns to be their true self in the world, especially with you. Naked, vulnerable, And I feel like this doorway that's opened up between you both is the doorway for their expression of the divinity that they are, the divinity that shines through them. They're a messenger of spirit, is what I'm hearing. They're a messenger, hierophant, spiritual messages to give to the world, and that's what they're pouring out of those cups. The cup represents the heart. Two of you, your hearts are overflowing with this divinity that you have to share with the world. And upon meeting you, it's like they feel that you're equals. And you're both letting down the guard. You're letting them through that gateway. And there's forward movement now because of that. Balanced. You've met your match, your equal opposite, the yin, the yang, divine masculine, divine feminine. And so there's this rapid movement forward that's helping you to give even more of your hearts, because now your hearts are overflowing because this love that you share with each other, there's more to offer the world. There's more to offer those in need, whoever those people may be. Divine mission, I feel, great or small. Yeah, and yeah, definitely something about being on higher grounds because you're light workers. And also the higher ground is like a protection from those who would take advantage of your skills and abilities. So yeah, someone that is extremely spiritual, very caring, kind, compassionate, but they've learned to protect their energies. They've learned healthy boundaries. Okay, so let's look at how this person is thinking and feeling about you at this time. Four of Swords. They feel you are their rest, their respite, their healing after heartbreak. The Three of Swords obviously comes before this one. That's the heartbreak card. Their soul's being rejuvenated. They're feeling loved, cared for, taken care of by you and by the divine that's coming through you. This is like a huge sigh of relief for this person. I feel a lot of their heartbreak was to do with feeling misunderstood in their life, in the world, feeling lost maybe, feeling disconnected from the divine, maybe not being able to make sense of themselves, their lives, what their purpose is, something like that. And then we have the Fool and the Three of Cups. So they know this is a really powerful journey. Zero, start of the whole tarot deck. There's a cup that he's looking at here. This is a journey of self-love. I'm hearing from Spirit, and that cup being so full of love for self from the divine beloved, from Spirit, soul family, that cup is overflowing like the Ace of Cups. And so naturally when it's overflowing, it's very giving of that love to the world or people around this person. They trust in the divine, they trust in his connection. This is a major time of healing. They were feeling very burnt out in their life from giving and giving and giving, but feeling like no one was like giving back to them in equally that they were giving out to the world. They were feeling depleted somewhat, and so now their cup is being filled with love, and it's a time of major celebration with this Three of Cups. This is a reunion card as well. Your twin flame, the higher energy, they're feeling really happy to have like found you. And what's the Fool about, please? Chariot has come out again. Brand new journey, balanced movement forward. They're feeling inspired. Because they're healing, they're going to have so much energy, so much rejuvenation to go out in the world, go for their goals, aspirations, make them happen. And he's got a sun on his chest plate there, and the moon, so that's a balance of the divine masculine and feminine. The crown shows the star. There's a healing because they're seeing the truth. And I'm being called to talk about the black and the white horse. Whenever I see a white horse, it's like the path of your highest good. But the shadow side's coming up as well in the connection, but it's a balance. This person may be embracing all aspects of themselves, the light and the shadow. Light also being the higher realms, and shadow is like 3D where there's a lot of illusions. They're coming into balance now. Again, he's got the sun on his chest there, so it's, the light is being shone in order to see more truth. They feel that you are this Queen of Pentacles, very kind, very nurturing, maybe like that mother kind of energy, sending that light and love. Noticing the leaves here, looks like autumn, the acorns. Meeting you has planted the seed for growth, for rebirth, you know, autumn or the fall time when things fall away. There's this natural cycle in life, in nature. This connection is connecting them with their natural cycles of death and rebirth. What's this Three of Cups celebration about? Death, yeah, rebirth, endings of the old, new beginning, death of the ego or false self, rebirth, becoming more of your true selves. Major transformation is occurring and has already occurred. It's causing this person to go deeper inwards and see the light. And yeah, we have Two of Cups here as well. They feel, and Knight of Cups, they feel you're on the same page. You're opening your hearts to each other. This person may have had to go through their life with this protection on them, but they're opening up, allowing you in. They feel deep romantic feelings for you because there's a deep resonance, a deep understanding. They feel like you're cut from the same cloth. They feel like you're very similar, maybe, your personalities in certain ways, and all the ways that they felt misunderstood, they know that you understand all those ways, and it's like they just needed that. They needed that like understanding in their life from someone, and that is you. So how else are they feeling about you? Ten of Cups, let their heart is overflowing with love. They feel this is a divine connection. This angel here has opened the gateway, and this is like that Three of Cups. It's like a champagne bottle exploding when you have like a celebration. New beginning. This is complete like emotional fulfillment. Oops. And I feel it, I'm hearing it's because you're giving your heart and your love freely without expectations in return, so they know that your love is genuine, rather than people in their life, sorry that fell on the ground, rather than the people in their life, where's that, where they're just trying to get something from them all the time, certain people. But when you're like They see you as this like angel character here. You're like, your heart's overflowing. You recognize them, they recognize you, and so now you're giving them that 10 of Cups. You're opening that doorway for them to receive so much love without expecting anything in return. 3 of Pentacles. They see you as someone who's in the limelight. They see you as someone where a lot of people adore you because you send so much light, so much love. This is a ballet dancer. They see you as like graceful. So they're really looking up to you. Yeah, they see you as like some sort of angel or way shower, or because we also have this 6 of Swords here. There's an angel, and it shows a divine masculine here in all these stormy waters. This is about from moving from one island to another island. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. So they've been going through a lot of adversity, a lot of stress, a lot of burnout, maybe drama, whatever it is, maybe depression, sadness, feeling lonely, feeling in all this darkness. And they feel like you're in the light, you're showing them the light, your heart's overflowing, you're sharing that unconditional love that you have for them. And this 6 of Swords is all about moving out of adversity into a brighter future, light at the tunnel, and she's going, head that way. They see you as someone that's directing them or showing them the way to their own emotional fulfillment, and for them to be more in their own light, more in that position of shining the light to other people. Let's pull some clarifiers. 10 of Cups. Yeah. You're making them feel like this King of Pentacles. Did the Queen of Pentacles come out? Yes. They see you as a counterpart of some kind, soulmate, kindred spirit. Your equals. You're giving them like permission to be their true self, be in that light, be like, this is who I am in the world, because they felt stifled, they were hiding themselves away, they didn't feel confident in themselves fully in the past, so they were like hiding themselves, pushing like people away, maybe even who got too close, because they weren't confident in them, in who they really are. Or they felt like if they showed who they really are, then if they gave an inch, people would take a mile, kind of thing. What's this 3 of Pentacles about? How they feel about you. Ace of Wands. 6 of Swords has come out again. They feel very passionate about you. They look up to you. They see you as an inspiration. This is about inspired ideas, goals and aspirations. You're giving them the strength to be and do more of who they are and what they want to do in their life. Again, moving out of adversity into a brighter future, into calmer waters. They find your energy is very calming. There's been a lot of stormy seas, stormy emotions. What's this 6 of Swords about, please? And how they feel about you. Knight of Pentacles. So this is about about planting the seeds. It's like slowly but surely, steady. They feel you're a steady person. They feel your energy is very healing, very thorough. Unearthing every like nook and cranny of their soul is what I'm hearing. So new seeds can be planted. They feel a lot of growth, basically. Harvest, because he's normally like ploughing the fields kind of thing on the workhorse. Okay, so let's look at some oracle cards. Let's look at the messages from the heart cards, how they're feeling about you right now. What's going on here? Mask, yeah. And that is over that Seven of Wands. They're wearing a mask in their life, hiding, putting on a front, trying to impress you or just people, you know, being a people pleaser. Insecurities, insincere, self-protection, manipulation. Yeah, they're wearing a mask. This is like a divine calling. They feel like they can free themselves from their self-imposed prison. That's what I'm hearing. It'll take time though. This isn't definitely not an overnight thing. As the years go by, they will be more and more of who they truly are. And this was the catalyst, or one of the major catalysts in their life to initiate that. Seeking reassurance, wanting to know the future, scared of losing you, wanting to feel secure, missing you, wanting to be close. Okay, so some of them may even be watching like pick a card readings. That will only be a small amount. But I feel like they're looking to the divine, wanting to know answers, wanting some assurance or reassurance of your feelings for them, that they're safe to open their heart, that they're not going to get heartbroken. I feel like they want this to be a long-term like connection. Whether that translates into the 3D or not, you definitely have a higher dimensional bond. But yeah, they may, it's like in their heart they know how you feel, but they may worry sometimes. Maybe when you meet each other, you're both kind of got your mask on, and maybe it has to be that way, and so it's like a poker face. Maybe sometimes it creates a little bit of insecurity, like, oh, has this person fallen out of love with me, or do they not care anymore? But it's just that mask. Yeah, obstacles, karma, soul contract, things to learn, need more healing, complications, divine timing, more awakening needed. So yeah, there's obstacles between you here, but that's for a reason, you know, that's not a mistake. There's things between you in the 3D, and it's to force you to go into the 5D. That strongly assists with awakening on both sides. Trust the divine, I'm hearing. Just trust. Crossroads. Trust the divine with that. Someone may be stressing out about this crossroads they feel they're now at. Need to make a decision, unsure, dilemma, third party, love versus fear, burying head in the sand. Trust the divine. Go with the divine timing. You'll be guided when the time is right. Daydreamer, they're thinking about you all the time, they're fantasizing, maybe a form of escapism because they're feeling quite imprisoned in their day-to-day life, like they feel like you're the one who understands them at a very deep level, but in their day-to-day life they feel like they kind of have to wear a mask because no one's going to get them for who they truly are. Dreams and goals, desires, passive, not taking action, ungrounded, but manifesting. Yeah, this is in the higher realms. The main connection here is in the 5D and beyond, and that's the way it's meant to be at this time. That's the reassurance that Spirit's given there. So trust that. Happiness. So you make them feel so much joy and peace. They feel very uplifted by you. They feel just this resonance, like your connection. You just connect, your energies just flow together really easily, simply. And if there's like obstacles in the 3D, there certainly isn't in the 5D. They feel that peace because it just happens so naturally, this union. Emotional fulfillment, on track, successful partnership. Bottom of the deck is twin flame. Infinite soul bond, union, unconditional love, intense soul lessons, triggering, becoming one. Spirit is saying everything that's happening is as it should be. It's a process, it's a path, it's an unfolding, and it's protected by the divine. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Okay, so someone may be going through some sort of codependency in their life related to that mask. They're feeling kind of like their heart's chained to their ankle there, like may feel controlled by their own restraints, by their own blocks. They may be experiencing codependent relationships based on like fear-based relationships. The dragonfly, be light-hearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. And this just feels like such a breath of fresh air. They feel like they can be light-hearted with you. Things coming to the light, that's their awakening. They're adapting and changing and healing. And if this reading has really resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, write a comment, and subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. So thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.